Hey, you guys. So I wasn't going to do this, but I decided to because there was no one there. I did a quick little tour of Lost in the Forest. It's just a walkthrough one, and I'll do a voiceover. I eventually would like to do a more extensive one with like more reactionary, kind of like that other rare plant shop tour. But I just didn't want to be in the way. People were working hard. But yeah, I wasn't going to do it, but this was the first time I've been there where there wasn't anyone there, probably because it was a weekday. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. It was really fun, and yeah.
All right, so right away when we walk in, you guys see these massive philodendron plants and some small random plants. I immediately was drawn to this philodendron domesticum. I did not know it was a domesticum right away. I asked the employee what it was because for some reason I just couldn't figure it out, but it had a new leaf coming in that was so big, and the leaves were so big that I was like, what is that? And yeah, we found out it was a philodendron domesticum, and I think it was like 120 or 130 bucks, but I was immediately drawn to it. Like, I would pay that, but I don't know where I would put that yet. So, and then they had this other one that was seriously so big right next to it. They had a few of them, honestly. So, yeah, it was caught my eye. Then you turn around, they had the Scheffleras, the variegated ones. I don't remember what this is. It's a Codex plant of some sort, but super pretty. And here's a little overview of the store from the door. You can see it is jam-packed full of plants. They had just gotten a shipment in, like multiple shipments. They even had posted that they were like overflowing with plants. So what better time to film than now? Am I right? You could tell there was like nobody in the store either, so it was actually pretty crazy. Then they had this philodendron mexicanum, I believe, and a few plants on trellises. Florida green. This is this color, which as you guys might remember doesn't like me. And they just had a lot of like big statement plants in there, which I was like really feeling. Some cute pots. There's another one. Monstera. Then they had this one, I believe it's a Monstera. Is it Pinapartita? No, that's not it. Wait, yes it is. Pinapartita. That's what it is. And they had another one over here that just had so many fenestrations. Then you look down, you got some leca, some perlite, some more just like big plants. Definitely statement plants. You've got pots and little accessories and trinkets everywhere. Oh, and then I think that's a Florida bronze, that big plant that was there. This one is like a Wilsonii, something like that. I thought it was a giganteum, honestly. I was definitely wrong. But it was beautiful, big leaves on the way. And this is kind of the area that you would go if you had an online order to pick up. They have a little potting station here and some plants hanging out. Yeah, here's another view of that philodendron wilsonii. I'm saying it wrong, by the way, so definitely fact check me. Even had a new leaf unfurling. It was stunning. You come over here, you see some more plants. This is one of my favorite areas. There's this Monstera obliqua. I could not stop thinking about it the entire time that I was there. This is just a whole hodgepodge of uncommon plants. It's amazing. Like, if you have plants on your wish list, they would be here for sure. Like, the variety of the plants is insane. And we'll come back to this area later on in the video so that I'll show you what's on the other side of this table in this section, but yeah. And then they got some begonias in, which, as you guys might remember, begonias hate me. Don't know why I can't get those down, but they got some pretty beautiful begonias and other plants in. And then you come over here, you've got some alocasias like the Frydek and Islanii. They had the Alocasia Jacqueline, which I don't have yet, and I've definitely thought about getting this plant. It's pretty affordable, but I don't know, I just haven't picked it up because alocasias are a little on the fussier side. So I don't know. And then a bunch of other random plants, fuzzy petiole, alamina, aglaonemas. You guys, they were stocked full of plants. Philodendron summer glory. Man, yeah, I honestly don't think I could even go through and tell you every single plant. This one I am to this day still thinking about. It is the Philodendron Renoxii. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's big, it's beautiful. I just love how wide those leaves are. And so I had to look and see how much it was. It was only 110. Again, for a large plant, I would pay that. I just don't know where it would go. And then we had some Hoyas, literally Hoya heaven. They've been getting a lot of Hoyas in lately, different sizes, different varieties, which is really exciting. I feel like I'm not as much of on a Hoya kick anymore as I was in the past. But then here and there, they'll have a wish list Hoya of mine, like this Hoya Belly Louis Boys. I can never say that. But they'll just have like a couple of my wish list Hoyas pop up. So that's always super exciting that I'm able to get those locally. And yeah, if you like Hoyas, this would be the spot to check out. Then we kind of walk over here. And this is where you can find just some baby plants of all kinds. They have the Goldie Eye, which I love. Some silver sword. Just a bunch of little 2-inch pot plants. Calatheas. I think these are sundews, right? The carnivorous ones. Some ferns. Yeah, just super nice. Variegated string of hearts, and they're all pretty affordable. They're like $10. Some of them are, give or take. Oh, and then we're at like one of my favorite spots. This is the anthurium grow tent. This is like right next to where we just were of the little baby plants. As you guys can see, there's this beautiful anthurium warocqueanum, 160. They have lately had a couple different sizes listed for anthurium, so you can pick a small one or a big one that have different price points, which is really cool. But yeah, I cannot name every anthurium in this tent. Some of them, like this one, the anthurium Michelle, it was $200. That one is a wish list of mine. And then they had just some other ones in there that honestly I can't even tell you what they are. They have so many crosses and hybrids lately that I've never heard of, and some that I have, but yeah, like the anthurium luxurians, we all know her. She's gotten to be more affordable. I believe this one's the anthurium waterburyanum, just like the regular one, unless I'm totally wrong. It might be the cross. They all start to look the same, am I right? This one, the Michelle Zara Black Velvet, like, oh my gosh. I swear these crosses start to get super complex that I just can't keep up, but I love them. And I love ones that I don't even know what they are, to be honest. Like this one, crystallinum crossed with a pinkly. I've never heard that before. Pinkly is brand new to me, but I love the shape of the pinkly. And then they had this one, which just has a bunch of textured leaves. I almost took this one home, but I didn't. I've been thinking about this one for a while. I love, like, especially when it's mature with that texture on the leaf shape. I can't even like pronounce that. But yeah, I definitely thought about this one for weeks, but I don't know. I didn't take it home. Didn't feel like the right time for some reason. Tried to be a little bit more picky this time around when I was shopping. Oh, and this luxuriance, you guys, look how big that leaf is. Pretty incredible. $180 is not that bad. I remember when luxurians were like $700 or $800. It was wild. And as you guys can see, like as I poke around, there's just hidden anthuriums, and I don't even know what they are. So, and then they had these 3 small plants. I think 2 of them were jewel orchids, and then this one was different. The Ardisia turtleback. I have wanted this plant in the past. I think it looks so cool, but I don't know anything about their care, so I also did not pick that one up today. And then obviously, like, strappy anthuriums always get me, so I had to see what this one was too. It's the Frederica Dally. I can definitely not say that one. That one's a good strappy one though, if you just want like a strappy anthurium. But yeah, this whole tent, I just love picking through and seeing what anthuriums and crosses are in there. There's a better view of how big the tent is. And then right above it, we have more anthuriums and plants and supplies, obviously. So right above it, there's the anthurium clarinervium, anthurium gracile, I think it's pronounced. Big Bill. Yeah, they just, so many. I honestly, I can't name every single anthurium. And then they had these guys, the Ficus shiverianas. I don't think I've seen in person Ficus shiverianas this big and full. And they had some, ruby ficus, I believe. Just a bunch of different ficus varieties. They're the baby ones for the shiverianas for $30. That's not too bad. Yeah, and then this is just, again, the view from the anthurium grow tent. You can see the door there. They had some merch. And then we come to this back area. This area has changed a couple times. They have just like this middle area that just has some really cute displayed orchids, some pots. They support local makers, local artists, and small businesses. So they'll carry products from other small local businesses, which is awesome. Then they have this beautiful corner of just pots, and they're color coordinated, organized. My OCD literally loves this. It's just so like organized, and I mean, they have pots scattered all around the store, but to also then have them grouped together to where you can find one that just works right for you and your plant, I am a huge fan. And then back here, this is where they used to have the second chance plants, which you guys have heard me talk about in the past. But I think they just got so much inventory, they had to use it for storing some backstock. Here's that, what is it, Renault philodendron again that I love. More baby plants, philodendron pink princesses, you name it. Like I said, I think at this point, with what they had told us about how much shipment they got in, I think they just have to do what they can and store it somewhere, you know? So I didn't see any second chance plants, which I always like to find, but not a big deal. And this really big bird of paradise. And then we kind of creep back over towards the center of the store and the door. They had some philodendron varieties like the Adibapensi, philodendron biliaceae, for decent price, like $25 for a small Billy ATA, Billy Tie. Not bad at all. Oh my gosh. And then just like a ton of gloriosums. Love that plant. Philodendron UPI. Yeah, there's a bunch of different philodendrons. And then this back wall here, you've got trailing plants. Love a good trailing pothos. Different hanging baskets. Some of the more like low light plants, I would say. So different Sansevieria varieties. And they actually had these baby pots of whale fins, and each pot had numerous fins in there. It was only 15 bucks. So that's pretty exciting too. I should have gotten one of those. I didn't though. And then over here, they had these hanging Hoya carry-eye baskets. I don't know why my brain stopped. This is one that I actually really want in a hanging basket, but I think I'm gonna wait to spend the money on a nice trailing one that's really full, because they are slow growers. And then we come over here. Again, just kind of everywhere you guys find plant stands, pots, cocoa coir poles. It's really nice. They have a lot. And then you have whale fins. And you look up, there's just some more philodendron. Pandiformia, I believe that one is. Some squamiferum, painted lady, all the fun philodendrons. Epipremnums. Yeah. Then we come over here. This is that back right corner from the door. So this is where they have a bunch of different supplies. So like different chemical treatments, fertilizers, nutrients, soil, you name it, just kind of whatever you might need. And now we are back at that first table where we had just the hodgepodge of rare, uncommon plants. We're on the other side of it this time. This is where you can find the Monstera Thai constellations, variegated Cebu blue. Yeah, just like a bunch of different rare plants. I think this is like a long... Oh, no, I don't remember the name of this one. And then they have variegated Adansonii of all types, variegated Alocasia fidec, Ring of Fire philodendron, philodendron tortums, which I don't think they've had those in a while, so I'm sure that's exciting if you've been wanting one. And yeah, and then, you know, I told you I could not stop thinking about that Monstera obliqua, so here I am again checking it out. It had a runner though, and that's what I've heard that they are prone to, is runners. So I don't know, I didn't pick it up this time, but I am really thinking about it. But yeah, the runners would be a pain in my butt, so who knows? We'll see if I ever get that one. It's been on my wish list. And then yeah, here's that area that I had showed you at the beginning of the video. Epipremnum marble, those are sizing up nicely. Philodendron gigas, the variegated peruse, this is where I got mine. And now let's go home. All right, you guys, so sorry for poor quality. This is my front camera, but I just wanted to show you guys what I got from Lost in the Forest after that little tour. Again, I would like to do more of a like included reactional kind of a tour where I'm actually talking while I'm shopping. I feel like that's more fun and interesting, but people were working. It was so quiet, and I just kind of felt bad to be filming for some reason, even though I asked permission. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a little quick browse over. Maybe another time I'll plan to do a more like thorough, in-depth tour. But anyways, I actually didn't purchase any plants when I went there. I got these two plants online on their drop on Thursday of this week. And there were some plants I was really wanting, but I think I just have to sit and wait on them. And one of them is a very big Philodendron domesticum, the ones that you guys saw. I really want to take one of those home, but I don't know where it would go. And to be honest, I think I would need to figure that out first before I bring it home. And there were a bunch of them. So
you know, I think I have some time. I think I'll probably see what Dino thinks where we could put it. But I think I would have to do some like rearranging, and I would like to have an intentional spot for that before I bring it home, because I would hate for that thing to just be like thrown somewhere. You know what I mean? Anyway, so the first one I'm going to show you guys that I got from Lost in the Forest is this cutie. This is an anthurium warocqueanum crossed with the anthurium water. I literally can't say it. I think you guys know which one I'm talking about, the waterburyyanum. I really wanted some warocqueanum hybrid crosses for anthuriums. There's a couple, like I think the Esmeralda I also really would like. So I was really excited to see one of these pop up. It was $125, and this might be the small size. I don't know if there were multiple sizes. I know the warocqueanum, they had multiple sizes with different price points, but you guys can see this leaf is as big as my head. And yeah, I think for the size and it's healthy, I'm really excited and I cannot wait. I think I might put this next to my warocqueanum. We'll see. We'll see. So this is the first one. Here's the next one that I got. It looks like this, I think, is the newest leaf. I think it's kind of struggling to come out. It's the anthurium rotundistigmatum. I don't know if I said that right, but you guys can kind of see it's got the kind of like velvety, waxy leaf texture. But yeah, I thought it was stunning. It isn't as common of one that I see people talk about. I had to do a little digging to see what this plant was, to be honest, before I purchased it. But I just personally really like the leaf shape. I like that it's the narrow leaf shape with some ridges and like veining and stuff. And I looked up mature forms of this plant, and that's what made me decide to get it. It is beautiful. Like when these leaves get bigger, so beautiful. So yeah, it's even beautiful now. Like I think I'm underselling it, but this one was only $60. And like I said, the other one I got first, like I checked out right away, got that one. It was on the wish list. This one I just kind of sat on for a little bit, looked up some mature forms of it, kind of thought about it. And then for $60, I was like, yeah, I think I want that because it's so pretty. Why would you not want it? It's so cute. I was actually surprised it was still there. So yeah, very cute. So again, you guys know me. It's the anthurium kick. I don't know when I'll be done like obsessing over anthuriums. Probably never. But yeah, that's it for today. This one is just gonna be the forest tour, Lost in the Forrest Co. Because honestly, on this same exact day, I did the big box store, jumping around, hunting for plants, and to just combine all of that together, it's a lot. So I wanted to keep the Lost in the Forest plant shop walkthrough tour as its own video, and what I got there, and then the big box store hunting as its separate own video. So yeah, that's kind of why I also didn't show you guys what I got on that day when I was doing those, because I wanted to show you now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Love it if you guys would subscribe, follow along. We're just doing some planty stuff. I don't really know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.